Hello Internet, I'm Daniel, the friendly pitch professor, and I have a new video coming right your way in about now. Yes, that was cheesy. Anyhow, I like to talk about something I hear a lot. This is people who've not founded and who are not really at home in this whole entrepreneurial world, but they always come up and say, look, I have this amazing idea, but I don't know where to start. Now, Elon, I know you're a big fan of this channel, but probably this video is not intended for you, but hey, you can watch it anyway. All the others, you might like this. So, this question I always get is, where do I start with this amazing idea? Is it a business plan? Is it a pitch deck? Do I have to raise an investment straight away? The answer is no. So, what you do is you have your idea, and you have it in there, and what I'd like you to do is a couple of things. The first thing I'd like you to do is to take a piece of paper, and on that piece of paper, write the names of 5 real people or businesses, depending if you're a B2C or B2B product, being business to business or business to consumer product. The names of 5 people or companies, write them down on a piece of paper who are your first target customers. Now, these have to be people you can contact immediately. And this is not Mark Zuckerberg or someone where you go and say, well, I just need a contact to Mark and then it's going to be amazing. No. But actually real people you know and whom you can access anytime, or companies. So you do that, 5 names. Don't cheat yourself on that. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, I don't know 5 people who are going to buy this. It's actually quite tricky. Well, yes, but let's be honest. If you can't name 5 people that are waiting for your product, idea, or company, then probably it sucks, because that's the way it is. Sorry to break your heart, but that's reality. So, that got me choking right now because, always people say, like, that's awful. No, it's reality. But also, don't be too scared. You probably don't need to know this straight away, but sit down and think. But again, name 5 people. Once you've named these 5 people and also understand they might be quite defining for your product. Once you've done that, write down the top 3 problems your product, idea, or company is solving for them. Not 20, but the top 3. Again, if you can't name 3, well, probably kind of sucks. So write them down, A, B, C. Starting at the top with the biggest problem, then the medium, and then the lowest. If it's small, take out the most urgent ones, the biggest ones. Once you've done that, now think, and that's the next thing I'd like you to do, how are these people currently solving these problems? So again, how is problem A currently being solved? How is problem B currently being solved? Now, once you have that, think about this. You suddenly have the names of 5 people you can call anytime. You know what the top 3 things are you're going to solve with your product, and you know how they're currently doing it. Now this, my friends, means a lot. Now you look at the delta, the difference between the way it's currently done and the way you're doing it, and really look into it and think, well, is this worthwhile? Is this really worthwhile doing something? Imagine you say, well, someone is going to be able to type 3 seconds quicker on their keyboard per hour, and it's going to cost them $10 million. Probably not, right? But maybe if you have something where you really see this is something, then you're onto something. And now what you do is you form a sentence out of it saying, I know blah, blah, blah is currently doing this and this, and that's a big problem. But with my solution, I can make it differently. And then suddenly you have something like a really basic pitch. Now, obviously this is super oversimplified. I know some keyboard warriors out there going to say, well, you can't make it that simple. I know. Now, if you want to learn more about this, you can actually buy some dead trees and read on it. Now, I would like to advise you to read or look into this. This is about business models, and it's by a guy called Alexander Osterwalder. Now, he is one of the people you should have heard of. If you haven't, well, Google his name. He'll help you all about business models. Another great book is something I would really advise you to take a look at is Lean Startup by a guy called Eric Ries. Now, again, this is something that really might help you. And another book you should look into is The World According to Clarkson. Why? Because Well, in our tech world, we have too little humor, and Jeremy Clarkson has so much humor that, well, he can share it. If you read Clarkson and you don't get it, stop watching my channel, really. Other than that, you should also look into the whole lean startup canvas. This is all something I really like a lot. Lean canvas is something which is really good. This is the way you can structure these ideas. That's what I just told you was structured and based upon. I just oversimplified it. Don't forget, target group of people who are hearing this for the first time. I'd be super happy to get some input from you guys. Just let me know, write me messages. Elon, I know you're watching. And other than that, understand it won't work in the first minute. It won't work after 5 minutes. It won't work after 10 minutes. But hey, if you get upset after 10 minutes and leave it, probably you're not made for this, or maybe not loving this idea enough. If you're into it, there's enough stuff you can read on. Other than that, thanks for watching. Like this video because, well, you know why. Have a good one. Thank you and bye-bye. Oh, and by the way, one last thing I'd like to mention. Now, if you're saying, why didn't you say I should call these 5 people immediately? Well, look, 2 things. If among these 5 people there's someone who's really your best friend ever, do it. Call them and say, hey, look, I have an idea. How about that? But I think in reality, no one invests in ideas. So sit down, work on it, get a rough idea, something let's call it a minimum viable product, a minimum lovable product. We'll talk about that some different time. And once you have something where you can prove that it's going to work, then talk to them. Unless they're super good friends. But if you don't know them, no one's going to listen to you if you just have an idea. So differentiate between that. If it's your dad, go talk to him. If it's your uncle, go talk to him. If it's your auntie, go talk to him. If you've seen them once a year, don't blow that contact. Because again, no one invests in ideas. Thank you and bye-bye.